in a world where, okay, you know what, I could start my intro like that, but I'm not gonna start it like that. Um, this is the vent. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville, aka Jamie. I'm gonna be Jamie for today because I got a lot to speak about. We got a Nerdsy in the back. Shout out to Nerd Studio.
Hey.
She's running her stuff over there. We got Del Pesh here, and we got a special guest Mikkel here.
What up?
Um, before we get into like the topics, I'm gonna do a recap of Sandz Toronto.
You're actually gonna do an
It's
event.
legit, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
legit. I just came back from there.
Show the wristband.
Yeah, the VIP wristband, no re-entry, and to be honest, I don't
No
know.
re-entry.
Yeah, it says no re-entry on the wristband.
Oh, it's to prevent people from like
Back in and out.
in and out and all. Yeah.
Well, I don't think Sam's gonna want to enter back into Toronto after what just happened. I hope they, I don't know, reconsider. But I went to Sandz with my friend. It was her birthday. It was her birthday,
Hey.
and shout out to Melissa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jordan.
You know, she's like, you know what, we don't go out like that. Like we're cool, whatever. She's like, you know, I wanna go out. I wanna go out or whatever. And
Like
I'm
enjoy yourself.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And then she said, you know, let's go to Sandz, and I'm like, sure. Like I was just like, you know, because I never went out with her like that when it go like going on and stuff, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know, it's one time won't hurt, sure. You know what I mean? So I went, got the ticket. She got the tickets. We adjusted whatever, and we were over there. We went, you know,
Where was it?
It was at Woodbine Mall. Apparently, it was
okay.
supposed to be
Just for
somewhere
clarity.
else.
Right?
It was supposed to be somewhere else, but I
Yeah.
guess it
It got
changed.
venue
It changed. The venue
Okay.
changed or whatever. So it's Woodbine Mall. And
So wait, was it changed like last minute or?
I don't know how recent it was, but I think it was probably this week.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I actually hate that when it comes to island events.
Yo.
They usually do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they never give you the actual address to the
Until
place
later.
until like a week before the date.
Oh, okay.
It's like, yo, why?
could it be a technique to like
Yeah, they put out the flyer.
they put a flyer?
So
Yeah.
people want to
money come
come,
in,
and then
they adjust with the money.
Yes.
Wild.
That's
Finesse.
Yeah, that could be the conspiracy. You know, like if you know the amount of people you're coming, they're not paying at the door either, right? So maybe that could be the. We probably blew their finesse just a while ago. But hey.
Yeah.
they got a lot more things to worry about, but
Yo.
yeah.
Well, so
But
Yeah.
You
what
know,
happened?
you know, everything was going well. We Woodbine had a lot of parking. You know, it was, you know, everything was just going perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went in, you know,
Yeah. Music
tickets,
good.
music was nice. Every DJ in there
Yeah.
was
Solid.
solid.
that's a first. When you hear
Like,
when you hear every
right,
DJ
yeah.
solid.
DJ, Flatline,
For sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
They were on the ball.
Yes.
That's one thing I'd never seen like in a party. Like DJs, like, you know, sometimes it's like you hear the same thing twice
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was different. Like even though you heard the same thing twice, it was just in a different
Wait.
Yeah.
way, and it worked.
Okay.
So, you know,
Cool.
they had food for VIP people. They get food and whatever. So
Right.
But how good was the food?
I didn't eat any of the food.
Okay.
Like I tried some of my friends' food and it was okay.
It was okay?
It was good. Like I'm not expecting to eat like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
at an event, but it was good. Like it was good. It was good.
Okay.
Couple signs, like couple things happened. Like, you know, someone passed out. You know, dehydrated. It was hot.
Yeah.
Dehydration. You know,
You're right.
like a couple times, like, oh, can we get the EMS to, you know, tend to someone?
Mhm.
Someone had a seizure, stuff like that. You know, it happens.
A,
You know what I
a
mean?
seizure too.
A seizure. I think it was a seizure.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, but
Damn.
I mean, it
It's
happens.
crazy.
You know what I mean? Like massive amount of people. I'm glad they had EMS to attend to them and whatever.
Yeah. Came clutch. Yeah.
At one point, something was going on at the bar, but I like, it's one of those things that, like, you know, when you hear DJs, you know, the DJs go on and they talk about situations like, oh, there's people at the club that look like at the event that look like this, or you know how they just try to like lively up the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, there's some people at the bar, da da da. We don't need negativity over here and whatever. And I'm just like,
oh, okay.
but it's like.
They put a spotlight on them.
It's spotlighted, but it's like it's a common thing. Like you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you have those type of things, right?
Okay.
So time is winding down. I think it was around like 7:30, and the performer Raging King was supposed to perform.
Right.
So at one point it was like, this is what I just remembered. There's a red laptop. That guy was like the last DJ.
What?
And they setting it up. They're talking.
That's a signature color, a red laptop?
It was a red laptop.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
And the guy was talking they're setting up, music still bumping, because you know when you see the DJs switch off their stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, it's time, it's ready to go, whatever. And then he goes, can we get some security at the front? Or like he points, he's like, can we get some security at whatever, like
Okay.
at the front?
It's
or
kind of pointed.
whatever.
He has the view, right?
He has the view.
He's a view, yeah.
Right, exactly.
So he's
There's a
like,
height
can we
difference.
get some security at the thing? All I remember after that was just hearing like, I turned to see like the bartender section, but I hear like just footsteps. Like I probably heard the shots, but it could be bottles. Like it could be a bottle dropping and pop.
Yeah.
You can hear table drop pop. Like it's nothing like enough to say, oh my gosh, that was some gunshots.
Yeah.
Because I was under like a tent,
Right.
so I didn't hear gunshots.
I'm sure
per
you
se.
would like know like if gunshots went off.
Yeah,
Like,
That's
but
what-
maybe
yeah.
it was
No.
but at the same time it was music
Okay.
bumping. So it was probably outside the venue or
True,
inside. I
true,
don't know.
Right.
But lo and behold, when I turned my head to look, I seen just like people running towards us, like running. Like it was just.
Wait,
it was
where
like a-
was the VIP setup then?
There wasn't necessarily like I think. the
Wait,
VIP
whoa. Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
There was no
Due
VIP.
to change to venue,
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong. That there probably was a VIP section,
Yeah.
but when I went there, because of his maybe at the other venue where it was, they probably had a VIP section. I never went to the Sandz last year, but this year, based off what I saw, I could be wrong. VIP was like, you could get food.
Yeah.
I don't think there was like a secluded area
Okay.
or
So
anything.
it's like
Just
a wristband.
wristband.
That's,
you get food type thing. I could be wrong based off what I saw. So I just seen
That's
like
a
a
little-
wall, like
I know, right?
so. As I turned my head, I seen a wall of people running like towards me,
you.
and I remember is like I turned around, I grabbed one friend,
Yes.
I grabbed the other, and it was one of those things that like it just went.
You just went
Like,
forward.
Everybody was running one direction. I'm seeing tables, like the high tables, tip over. People like, it was just happening so fast. Like everybody just run one way,
Right.
and then it was like another crew just ran another way, and it was like, from one point of the crowd, it was going like across, like just the running was going across the venue, and I'm just like, what the.
Wait, keep in mind, you described before that you said there was like trailers like concealing the
Yes,
area.
like you could see like when you're driving past Wood by Mall, you'll see the trailers. There's like trailers that blocked off the area.
Yeah.
So the party's inside in between the trailers.
Yeah.
So yeah, when people started running, it was like a wave of people just running towards us.
Damn.
Just a wave. And then it was one of those things that like I guess the fear, everybody was running to the point that they left their keys, iPhone, like
Jeez.
you ran back into the area because she left her sandals.
Right.
And her
Your
sandals
friend?
right there. Yeah, my friend. She left her sandals there. And then we had to get it back. She was stepping. Like, it sucks 'cause a lot of people were walking barefoot because
Damn,
shoe was
yo.
gone.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, when they came back, they're stepping on glass.
Ooh.
Because bottles dropped and all that stuff. So, a lot of, like, it looked like
Foot cut off.
Yo.
glass,
Yo, foot
bottles
Right.
everywhere, tables everywhere,
Everyone's new friend.
people's keys.
Yo.
Falling over.
Yep, keys, phones, all that stuff was just on the floor, like just laying there freely. And what I liked about it is like I feel like everybody had as much as that happened, and it was a lot of like it was BS. Like whoever did that is sad. Like I hate hearing those things happen when we're all together
Right.
trying to have
Celebrating.
a good
Right,
time.
right.
Like it sucks.
Yeah.
But like what I liked seeing is like even though it was still disarray, there was still some type of unison of people being like, hey, like you needed help, people helping people.
Right.
Some person
That's
had,
good to
like,
hear.
People
Yeah.
coming together.
Yeah, some people like picked up keys and they had it all in a bag.
Yeah.
So like, hey, if you lost your keys, you lost your license. They're calling all people's license. If you're here, we have your license. Stuff like that, which is good. Like I like
good.
that, but
That's
it's like
Yeah.
it was a good event based off how what I saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't drinking or anything there. I was chilling. Like I was legit chilling. Because for me, when it's like my first time going to places,
Yeah.
I like to like observe
Yeah.
the flow of everything.
Yeah.
Like I like sitting there and just post up and just chill.
Like, you don't
see the vibes.
You don't jump into action right
I
away.
don't
Like,
jump in action. Or
Like
anything.
you.
I just chill.
Right.
But like
Okay.
it was chaos. Like it was legit chaos for a good while. Even when the DJ was like, "Okay, guys, calm down, don't run." You're not gonna tell people to don't run when everybody's running.
Running.
Yeah, everyone's already frantic.
Everybody's frantic, running around.
Yeah.
People stepping in glass, like legit cut up, foot cut up, and
Wow.
everybody was like they're very upset about the situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? It sucked, but I liked what I can say. I liked is just there was still some type of unison. I think everybody had the same agreement. Like whoever did this are some idiots. Like whoever, why are these people coming killing the vibe of everything? You know what I mean? And
You just can't take niggas nowhere. You just can't.
Yo,
you know what the thing about it?
Damn.
You just can't.
As weird as it sounds, like now that I like tell you the truth, like I was processing it like for a while. I'm just processing everything, and I'm just like, like people can blame the security, you can blame this person, they can blame all this stuff, and I'm just like, let's just like
On a Drake Sunday, someone brought a weapon to an event.
The funny thing is, I don't think anybody got shot. I think, like based off what I see, and they said they found shell casings. They found that's what's recently out.
Yeah.
But I was still kind of like, what the like?
Yeah.
Why here? But I get it because it's Rexdale, like it's Woodbine, like that's in Rex, like
Yeah.
Nah, but you can't.
They
say
get
it
busy.
just because it's Rexdale.
I know.
Because
It
they
can
get
happen
busy.
anywhere. you know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
It could happen everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I like the stats.
Woodbine Mall.
Are against.
I don't think
Yeah,
necessarily
is
Guans
it?
and Football Mall. They have Fantasy Fair there.
Yeah, and
Now that I think
casinos
about it.
over
Yeah,
there.
they have Fantasy Fair
Pretty
casino.
like good over there.
Yeah, but how many times is it reported?
That too.
And how many times is it brought to our awareness that anything else is going on?
That too.
That is true. That may be true.
Right?
But I just wished like it was like the final hour
Yeah.
of the event that
At
happened.
the very end.
The very end.
The very
See,
end.
that person probably was like, no, this is too good. Like that movie with Johnny Depp.
Mhm.
He's like, he goes in, if the meal is so perfect, he kills the chef. He's like, it's too good. It can't exist.
What kind of?
So this person
What kind of
probably,
movie is this?
I can't remember what the movie
I'll look it
I
up,
have to
but
look it up, yeah. But
this is cool.
That's what a way to go. Like
this
Wow.
person was
Yeah,
like, this
how do you
party
do your
is way
job?
Too good.
that's not fair. So that means he can't come to main shows then.
Yeah.
Or Randy's patties.
Especially
he
Randy's.
can't even go down Eglet to the west.
Especially Randy's.
That was
Holy.
like
Wraps, chicken.
It's that movie.
Raps, all those
Yeah.
places. Like the man that's jerking up chicken right now. Like
Yeah.
that's not right.
Oh.
It's not right of a movie.
I can't remember why and what his philosophy in the movie was, but I remember that is.
That's cool.
That's what he did.
The thing is, at least you weren't
Crazy.
like at least you weren't in a big crowd of like 2 million people when they had the parade. I heard that was chaotic.
I was down there.
Like,
Yeah.
I was down there.
And was it
It
just
was crazy, man.
Yeah.
that's great.
Like droves of people running. I didn't run. I was standing there, but like
So you have
could
you have a
like,
person
you
to
could
come
see the
like
people
yeah.
running.
kids falling over. It was crazy. Like
See, yeah.
people crying, shaking. Like it was nuts. It was nuts, and it was like waves. So like
And that's the
thousands
thing.
of people ran by me, and then like minutes later, another 1,000 people ran by me. It was like nuts. People like ripping doors open and running downstairs
Oh,
into
shit.
the subway. And like their kids are falling, and they're like looking around and trying to grab their kids, and their kids are crying, and like it's crazy. It was crazy.
And
that's crazy.
That's the thing. Like that's the thing. The first wave, like in that middle tent, because they had this little middle tent with like a shade over it.
Yeah.
And that's where I was. That first wave done the damage there. Like tables, there was tables and bottles. That first wave that ran wiped out. That's where most of the damage was. But like after, it was like people were getting pushed this way. People were getting pushed this way. And like it's like when people were yelling, some people were yelling, don't run, but it's like cause like right now everybody's going crazy. Like it's no one's gonna be no one's processing that, right? So
that's crazy.
It's crazy what the human body's reaction would be though. Like literally, some people would run. Well, clearly, majority.
Right.
Some people would probably just like walk away.
I'm that person. I'll walk.
You know.
I'll just be like, oh well.
You're
walking. Just walk.
I'm not running unless I have to run. Unless the situation says run.
Yes.
Then I'm not going to.
Like the picture you showed me, I'll literally walk to the trailer.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna get out the way.
I'll just duck under and then kind of just walk out.
The reason why, like, I get what you're saying, but it's so easy to say because the crowd, like, for me, it was one of those things that's like, because it looked like just a wall of people running, I'm like, if I stayed in one place, I'd probably get trampled. That's the first thing that clicked in my mind. Or it's like, these guys are running my way, I'm running that same direction type thing. So when I grabbed my friend, I legit just pushed forward. Like, I grabbed her and then we just were running forward. Just running.
Kind of makes sense though.
Yeah, you know.
Because if you don't hear anything and you just see droves of people running at you and you can't really stand there, you're gonna probably want to run too.
And the funny thing is, I didn't even run at first. Like, for some reason, I was like in shock. Like, I was just.
You were frozen. Like
I froze. Like I froze up. Like and.
Right, exactly.
Like, you know, you think your first tendency is running, but like I froze up, and then for me, what clicked that they're running towards me was hearing the tables drop. Like it's like these metal high tables. So when I heard the clink, I'm like, get up, run. So like from then on, it was chaos. You know, glass everywhere. I saw like blood because people were stepping in. You know what I mean? Like sandals. I seen like a pair, just heels, just same place, just. But I'm even though it was unfortunate, I can say that hey, like to calm things down and stuff. I can see that they tried. Like there's only so much you could do when the damage is done. But I like the fact that everybody was working together to like fix things and people lost their keys and stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know if anybody's running around stealing cell phones, but the fact that like people are saying, hey, I have an iPhone here, if you can describe your iPhone, we'll hand it to you. I
like what's your background pic?
Respect those people for that. Right? So it was bittersweet. I can say that like the adrenaline now is starting to fade. Like before, like I was like
wired.
I was wired when I came in.
Shock.
Wired. Like I couldn't process what just happened. Like when I dropped my friend off, it was like she was just like, I think it was one of those things that we didn't even process the fact that I was like, maybe we need to just stay here for like an hour, like go to this event. If another one comes, stay for an hour and leave. Cause the beginning it was fine. Everywhere is fine, and maybe like I don't know if it's the bad vibes, more people come in or whatever. Maybe something happened and then whatever. So she was saying like, you know, maybe we should stay for the hour and leave. But you can't predict those things at all. So
so that's a one and done for you.
That was my. I feel like that.
Don't say that.
That just might be.
Nah.
Keep going out.
I was thinking about Caravana, but
You know what it is? Like, it hurts my heart, really, because it's like, when things like that, it makes a bad reputation, right?
They won't miss me much, yo. I was sitting there and just
but
standing there the
how
whole
many
time.
people feel like you and will think like you?
That's
the majority that ran, your majority is going to be a big impact.
Right.
And then tell it.
But at the same time, you got to be safe. Right? Like, it's safety now.
But why do you have to feel threatened?
Because they Shooting?
But shootings can happen anywhere at any time, right?
I know. But it's
You can only do so much.
Yeah, it's true.
You still gotta like live your life and be happy, and do the things that give you like fulfillment.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And even in those places, you can still find like trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life,
Mm-hmm.
That's the unpredictable part about it.
Yeah.
Like you can't be locked up in your house like a
I'm not saying necessarily
or
locked
hermit.
up.
Not at all.
I'm not necessarily locked up, but I feel like
Can't be a hermit, man.
I feel like
like
I feel like there's more events, different type of events that I could attend to.
Yeah.
And I'll have,
okay.
I mean, there was a girl just the other day that got killed in the club, right?
Yeah.
It's just
So-
crazy.
Right,
That was
as
in
they say.
Mississauga.
Yeah.
It's a type of events, but I mean, like,
So you go to a free event on King Street where they sit in the park and watch movies, which is actually a legit event. They do that
it
every
is an
summer.
event. They have
I mean,
it here too. On
Sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Or like just, me and my friends, we bring, everybody brings their friends, have a big game night.
Yeah.
We should do that actually.
Just other things that I can have fun and meet other people and stuff like
But it's crazy that because I was hearing the opposite about that event. People were telling me not to go because it was just trash. They weren't even saying because it was like.
and you know what?
possible,
I
like,
heard a
shooting.
lot about it before.
It was
I
just
heard
like-
a lot of before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was when I go on my social media, it's like, oh, you guys Rex their parking lot for this much,
Yeah.
this down and third and
Yeah.
whatever. And I was watching it and I was just like,
And people were really throwing it like. They were going in.
yeah, they were going in. Like,
Yeah.
they were going in, but it was one of those things like, I'm still going anyway,
Yeah.
type thing.
I wanted to go. I wanted to see what it was like.
Oh, you want it to be like that Rebels, like everybody's saying it's trash, but I want to go, type
I want
thing.
to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm new to the fetting world, right? So.
You want to get as much fet experience as
Exactly.
possible, right? The paint, the wind up,
That was
Right.
like
the yelling, the exhaustion. You sleep good that day.
That was just something like that is something I remember. I can say that's something I remember. It did sway me a little bit from Carabana, certain things, you know what I mean? Because it's like if they were saying like, oh, the carnival, well, I don't know, because it's like anything can happen at any event. It can happen anywhere. And for me, it's like, I guess the paranoia is kicking in now. Just whole heap of paranoia.
Jeez.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Like when you hear Jane and Finch, nothing could probably happen to you, but because you hear Jane and Finch, the paranoia kicks in. Oh, they go crazy over there. Oh,
Which is, people forget it's like an intersection.
But
Like
it's an intersection. But
when you say
say
Jane and
Finch and
Finch,
Jane, it kind of numbs everything down. Like same place, but it's like Finch and Jane. It's like, oh, okay.
there was a person I went to high school with that used to say that I'm from Finch and Jane, and it'd be like a mind trick. They don't.
I'll say that. I'll say that
That's
to
pretty
like.
cool.
I'll say that to my Caribbean parents. Like,
Where are you going?
Isn't that in a song too?
Yeah,
Finch
Finch
and
and Jane
Jane.
vibes cartel.
Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did shout. Yeah, he did shout it out.
Yeah.
Okay, he did.
I
He
remember
did.
I used to
I
say,
remember
I'm
that.
like, I'm gonna go to Finch and Jane. Oh, okay.
No, but
Wait, Finch, Jane, Finch. Wait, you got Jane or Finch? It was like, hey, you didn't catch it.
It's-
out,
it's-
I'm
it's
already on the
media,
bus.
right?
The 108.
like if you're constantly repeating an area is bad and you're saying Jane and Finch, Jane and Finch, Jane and Finch, and then you flip it and say I'm going to Finch and Jane, they can't compute it. It's a process.
But not yet. Not at the moment. If you're like, I'm about to step your house now, I'm going to Finch
Think
and Jane.
about it.
Okay. Wait, Finch and Jane. And then you'll process it.
I like that though, the mind trick. Because when you said it, I was like, it does sound a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm from Finch and Jane. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
and you just totally forget.
Jane and Finch is like all that stuff comes with it.
Finch and Jane sounds in
It's like a whole new area.
like gentrified type.
Yeah, it's like maybe how.
No, actually, no, for real, yeah. It does sound a little.
Rolling. For all the people out there who are not in Canada, there's a big process of gentrification on our streets. Like,
Of course, especially on Eglinton.
yeah,
Especially on Eglinton.
not only there, but it's like in areas where there are other things that need to happen before that happens.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk. Well, speaking of like music festivals,